Hello fellow YouTubers, it's Rick again, coming at you from the heart of Texas. Today I'm going to attempt to demo this Cantrell Cantrell Rampage series guitar. This is a 2010 model. It was demoed at the NAMM show last year, was released to the general public in the fall, and I bought it a few months back. This guitar consists of a soft maple body with a single humbucker in the bridge. Has a Kaler tremolo, and I apologize, I got all kinds of fingerprints on it from playing it. Has a Kaler tremolo, maple neck, ebony fretboard, really nice pearl markers. The radius of this fretboard is compound, and the neck profile is akin to the Ibanez Wizard, with the exception that it's not flat. It is very thin and a very comfortable guitar to play with. Actually has the neck width. It feels a lot like the neck width on some of my Gibson Les Pauls, but it's very thin. Really no frills, and really not much to comment on. That's kind of interesting. It has a Floyd locking nut, as opposed to the Kalers that lock above the nut itself. This one is a Floyd. It gives a little added advantage over tuning stability. One thing to note on this is that these Kalers, although they're very responsive, this is a floating Kaler, very responsive, doesn't flutter very well, but it has a very good tuning stability with one hitch, and that hitch is that the strings actually kind of rock on a cam down here, and I don't know if you can see that. I'll try to show you that cam. That cam is right there. At any rate, with this rocking motion on the cam has a tendency of catching the string at the winding, and gradually it'll pull the winding to the point where the string detunes, and eventually the string will end up breaking as it loses the ball end. I researched it long and hard before I actually bought this guitar, and there is a great video here on YouTube that demos or shows you actually how to counteract some of these issues that come up with these Kalers. And the biggest one is actually taking and soldering the windings on the string, and this prevents the cam from catching the windings and stripping them out. So it is a little maintenance issue. It might be the deal breaker if you're considering on purchasing this guitar, but definitely well worth the while, since the guitar is very superior in craftsmanship. I mean, it does not feel cheap. But that is one thing to note, that it'll require you soldering the windings on this, and I kind of found that out the hard way, without not taking heat, and I broke several strings from the get-go. So anyways, once that's solved, and once you've attacked that problem, then the guitar is great. Again, it's a floating trim. The nice thing about it is I can actually detune to a D on the E string and not have it affect the tuning stability across the strings. So that's one good note, as opposed to the floating trims that I have that are of the Floyd type. This pickup is pretty high output. The pickup is wound to Jerry's specifications, although one thing to note is that he doesn't use this pickup, I believe, in the USA version, which is the same make-up in terms of wood construction and whatnot. He uses a Seymour Duncan, I believe. However, that taken into account, this pickup is actually pretty decent in terms of output, clarity. It's not muddy, and that might actually be a combination of the tone woods. This guitar is very bright, so something to consider whenever you're trying to mix it into either a recording mix or a live mix. You might have to EQ a little bit of the bite out of it, but it cuts through very well, sustains very well. Overall, I mean, I give it a 10-star. But then again, I'm kind of partial because I own it. It's a good guitar. It has a lot of weight to it, being that it is maple. It's not as weighty as, say, a Les Paul, or maybe probably about the same weight as a Telecaster. It's a pretty weighty guitar, but where it comes in with weight, it actually makes up with resonance, because there's a lot more body here to resonate, as opposed to having a body that's routed out for a neck pickup. So anyways, without further ado, here's some playing examples. I want to do a clean and a heavy example. And again, there's not a whole lot of tonal variation, being that it's a single pickup. It doesn't have a tone knob. But sometimes less is better. You kind of get to the point real quick. If I haven't answered every question that you have, by all means, feel free to go ahead and comment down in the comment section. If you like it, great. Subscribe. If you don't, always the option is to click on the X over there. And alright, well, here we go. Hope you enjoy. I'll be coming at you later on with several more demos, as I own quite a few guitars. So